What it do? It's the two Master Chief Wedgie and my boy Gus.
What it do, what it does, what it doesn't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our
Final episode of 2024.
The craziest year in modern history.
You heard that. Little song.
And we have a special guest, a super fan. We call them that the scary hoes and the scary homies. So
that's crazy, but
the
fair.
crazy thing is that the scariest hoe.
Because she's far from a hoe. She's a lady friend.
A super fan. In fact, what do they call it on Facebook? A top fan. You even get the badge with the diamond there.
I think I prefer super fan.
Super fan.
Top fan just sounds boring.
Yeah.
Or extreme fan.
Top fan, yeah. And ultra. A scary hours ultra.
Top five.
Cats. Who has featured before, but this is her first video.
First video, actually. And she's the one that's closing it out for us.
Or as some men say, video.
Closing it out for us in beautiful fashion. Looking great, mommy. I feel like the year has done you well, you know, skin-wise. The skin is glowing. We've seen you pushing the gym there, the gym content and everything.
So this hun trains like she's going for war. I have no idea. But I think she's training to just secretly beat me up one day.
I think we all are.
She's going to jump me like for no reason.
I think we all are. We are ready to actually just whoop your ass one day.
Just get back.
She's literally training to whoop my ass, dog.
Yeah. And I'm holding the mic like a rapper.
But your posture's improved. Like I even told you, like, you look taller. No, she's standing with the straight. Look, her back is so straight. Like she stands like this, dog.
Oh, wow.
You know, someone at Supersoft came to me. I can't remember which Supersoft. I think it was the last one. Someone at Supersoft came to me and was like, yo, Cat looks different.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I was like, no, real. They're like, no, wait, Cat looks different. I was like, yeah. Like, for real. Like, no, the work is showing.
Putting in the work.
So, big ups to, like, what you're doing, because you've had a better year than us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, how's your December been? For that to be your reaction or your year. Let's start December and then I guess we can go into like what your year has been.
I guess December is very chilled. I had anticipated a more hectic December, but yeah, it's been more chilled than I had initially planned.
You came for the first boys' night in November. So you're part of it. You know what?
Real.
She's been part of the marathon. So I think what we said in the other episode for like the momentum for November might have killed what December should have been. Yeah. She was a part of it. So I guess I understand where she comes from.
Fair.
Yeah. No, November did the most.
Huh?
I literally missed one night because I was sick and had an exam.
Yeah, that's it.
Otherwise, I was there like every other. So I'm just like, you know, because it's not that serious.
And it was rocking actually.
Huh?
I very much enjoyed November.
I don't regret it.
Zero regrets. I know we've said it before, you know what I mean? But like, wow. I have no words for it actually.
Do you also feel this thing, Kat, by the way, that people are saying that like it's just that you become older? That's why December is no longer like as fun.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you are, the people you hang out with, and
that's actually the most important factor.
Because I've hung out with people that are way older than me, and like for them, December's just, it's not even taking off. Like they're there, within. And it's like, where even I'm like, okay, guys, slow down. So I think it depends. It's a you thing. If you don't make it a thing, then it won't be a thing.
I get that.
And you don't want your December to be a thing.
This year,
it's like really more slowing down. I think like from September, October, November, I did the most.
We all did.
So
as soon as it stopped being cold at night, like I mean, we've had a relatively warm year, but as soon as it stopped being cold at night, that's it. That was it.
Real.
Yeah.
That was it.
I needed to go back to that though. I've realized I have rinsed outfits now.
Dog.
Like I have fits that I need to wear for I have fits I need to wear for cold nights. Because that's all I bought in the UK. Like I realized like, yo, shit, the swag is just for the cold night. But it's hot. But it's hot. And the fact that they don't allow us to invest in the capo and shit is also just super irritating.
Yeah.
Like why am I in tees and button-ups and all that bullshit? Like allow me to be in a vest. We're already allowed to come in shorts.
Which is quite crazy.
You are?
But you know, yeah.
I'm not going to say names, but people have been entering in shorts.
Yeah, very much.
Also, this is not like
I enter insurance. I'll tell you.
This is not an expose or saying what, but
yeah, it's not saying like there's an issue.
It's just
with
an
it.
observation.
Yeah, I mean, I have no issue with it whatsoever.
To be honest, it's actually really more about the age. I don't think they really care about aesthetic as much.
No.
In fact, there's no club in Zambia that cares about aesthetic of the people that are walking into it.
You're right.
Maybe
Capone's now?
I was going to say, yeah.
Maybe Capone's might do it.
That was the only one. I think they would enforce it to be like, nah, bro, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, I get what you're saying. But back to you, Catinho.
Catinho is crazy.
Lala Catzino.
That's the one. That's the one.
So yeah, 2024, you said it's more about, December, you said it's about slowing down. But why are you slowing down? Like, has the year been too fast for you? As a whole?
As a whole, I wouldn't say it's been too fast. I think it's, to be honest, compared to previous years, this year was actually well balanced. It wasn't perfect, but like the good and the bad like held each other 50-50.
Yeah.
So overall it was well balanced in that sense. And also the slowing down is, I guess, for what I'm thinking of for 2025, what I'm thinking for myself. There's like a lot of introspection happening, more than usual. So it's like I need to kind of do the work. And also realizing that, there's certain energies that I just don't want to be around right now. Not in like a bad sense or anything. It's just like, okay, I can't, the social battery is capped. Like there's only certain social spaces I will be in right now. And that's okay. It's like no judgment, like enjoy December, it's fine. But I guess I'm wanting more intimate situations where it's like, I'm with my friends, or with my family, or by myself even. And like if I go out, I must go out to listen to a DJ that I really enjoy and not
Lady
just
K, shout out.
for the sake of, it's like, I've done that.
Yeah.
So it's, that kind of slowing down.
How are you actually like enforcing these boundaries, especially in a time where a lot of people just want to be out, and like, so how are you kind of like, even though you want to go, like, how is that kind of like, how are you setting yourself right?
So sometimes I will
in
just decide like, okay, I'm not going because like I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
And then I also think about like last night I could have gone out, but then today is like kind of like a marathon day for me because like I had gym, I have this, and then like I've got like other stuff happening today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do I want the feeling of feeling finished during this day that I'm having?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I want to be rested. I want to enjoy it. So I won't go out. And then like there's certain things where it's like, I'll see something and be like, okay, do I want to go? I don't have issues going solo. But right now when I'm in a space where it's like, okay, if I want to be alone, then I'll be alone, like in my house or like at a cafe somewhere. Or if I'm going out, it'll be a thing of like, if I'm going to go out, let me go out with someone whose company I genuinely enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people that I'll call up and be like, hey, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Do you want to go? And if they don't want to go, I'll be like, okay, it's not that serious. I didn't really want to go for that thing. I just wanted the company.
Yeah.
So, and I guess it's also important to understand, like, do you want the company or do you want the experience?
Yeah.
And right now I'm craving more company than experience. So I'd rather just stay at home if I'm not going to get the company because I don't mind being on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I don't know if we've had a conversation since you went for Rocking the Daisies. Have we?
We've had it offline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to us about that procedure. Because again, you're talking about like what you're talking about right now. You obviously told us that you were going for it, right? It was not hidden.
It was what's the word I'm looking for? It was like an open invitation.
It was an open invitation.
She said, guys, I'm going. Are you down? Like with or without you?
Right. And I think that's the important part, right? And which I'm trying to get into is not a lot of people do what you just did of just being like, okay, I'm going. Like without you, I'm actually going. And you did exactly that. Like you left us. Like you left us behind.
Bye.
And the FOMO I felt like
that meme is funny.
That looked too good.
Okay, for me, like traveling is something that I love to do. And Cape Town has been on my bucket list. Like it's even on my vision board, which is on like my phone and stuff. Like, all right, we'll go. So Rocking the Daisies being in Cape Town was like, ma'am, you've had this like as a bucket list thing for the longest time. And I had wanted to go last year, but then I couldn't because like there was some stuff happening and like it just didn't, like it fell through. So this year I was like, I'm going to Cape Town. And then I also really love music festivals. So it was like, I haven't been to Daisies.
Festivals,
like,
by the way.
I've been to like Huawei Joburg Day, Global Citizen,
great one.
In the City. So Rocking the Daisies was also like another box tick. Yeah. And the funny thing is like for all those festivals, I had gone with people. But for this one, I was like, you know what? I'll find my people there. Also, I've got friends from uni who still live in Cape Town. So it was a sort of thing where it's like, okay, if my friends don't want to come, like, I'll find people there.
Yeah.
And for me, it was more about giving myself the experience. So I wasn't worried about like the people aspect of it. I was like, it's a festival. I'll make friends. Because the funny thing is like, all the times that I've gone for a music festival, even with my friends, like there'll be that situation where like you lose people in the crowd, someone's going to buy food, someone's going to their bathroom, and then like all of a sudden you're like grooving with strangers and you're having a good time,
like in stages, like via the stages.
You make friends there. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll make friends there, and I did.
You had a great time. Like you made friends and you had time.
And
you were rocking.
That's the whole point, guys. But then it was also like this trip was also really funny because it was sort of like a faith exercise in a way. Because I had enough set up to get there. Like I was already saving and everything. So even when we were having the conversation, for me it was like, and this was I think maybe in February or Jan sometime. It was like, oh, are you going for what's it called again? Hey Neighbor or Daisies this year? And you're like, oh, I'm thinking about Daisies. I was like, okay, tell me if you're serious. And then the tickets dropped, phase 1. I was like, okay, let me see the lineup. Like, okay, fine. Phase 2 dropped. I was like, I'm going. I'm going.
Who did you see that was like, I need to go and see that person?
I don't think she was timing the artist.
It wasn't
she was
really
looking more at the experience.
Yeah, it wasn't really about the artist. Like I do listen to Snow Allegra and all that, but like it was just a thing of like, I'm going. I just made the decision of I'm going. And then it was like, okay, I don't have everything in place, but like I have enough to get the ticket. And it was like, okay, so it means I have to work extra hard this year, which was also me going out more because it means creating event content.
Right.
And it's like, okay, it means I have to basically push myself to get more sheets so that I have everything I need to go.
Yeah.
And so it was literally like, I literally just set targets like, okay, Daisy's ticket, check. Accommodation, check. Plane ticket, check. Like literally all those little things.
And I think you did it like within good time as well.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are like ending up selling their Chris Brown tickets because like the timing, was very short, number one, but like there wasn't time to organize all those things. You could get the event ticket. Event tickets are actually normally themselves quite
exactly
cheap. I think we're even talking about this like when I was talking about
not in April though, but yeah.
Okay,
like
but we were talking about this for the World Cup. I remember saying like
right.
The actual ticket for the games in Qatar
are not expensive.
Were not very expensive, but
getting there,
flying to Qatar,
and,
exactly,
moving in Qatar and all of that. That's what was looking crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing I think that people don't factor in. Like getting the ticket to go to the thing is within reach. Like that's more accessible.
Yeah.
And yes, it might be like a high value ticket. Like it's really expensive or like it's in high demand. So that's technically the easy part. Yeah. The part that's not easy is making sure you have your plane ticket. You know you're going for show when you have your plane ticket.
Yep.
And then accommodation is the one that really seals the deal because you're like, okay, I've locked in everything. So once you know you have those, the rest you have to worry about is like, okay, I just need to sleep, eat,
move around.
But then also it's like sort of planning within your means. It's like, okay, if I'm going to go for Chris Brown, am I going and I'm going to make sure that I make this weekend a movie? Or it's like, I'm going for Chris Brown, maybe I'll do a bit of shopping and that's it.
Yeah.
But like, that's again within what your budget range is. For me, it was like, okay, I'm going to Cape Town. So I'm used to Joburg. So it's like, okay, I'm going to Cape Town. I don't know what Cape Town looks like. So I need to factor in the fact that I know it's more expensive than Joburg. So it's like moving around. So I also didn't plan to shop that much because I was like, I want to make sure that if I have fun, it must be at the festival. Also, festivals can be expensive, like food-wise and everything. Surprisingly, like food, drinks, all that stuff. I was
gonna say, like, the food and drinks was affordable.
Like very affordable for a festival, and
they usually are. I've realized that.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. It's only here. Zambia is the one that spoiled us because a hot dog that's $50 gonna be $150 at a festival.
Exactly.
After you've paid $150 to get in, regardless.
0 cents.
And I think like having that experience here and forgotten like what it's like there, I just thought, you know what? Let me just prepare for the worst, and things will be expensive. But it was very affordable. Like literally the first thing I did when I got there was I bought merch. I was like, before the money finishes, I must have merch.
That's what I regret not doing.
Because at least
merch was dope.
Yeah.
At least then I know I've got my merch sorted. If the card declines at the food counter, it's okay. I've got the merch. It's fine.
Actually, how are they doing like transactions? How are you buying things? Like, did you guys have like, so you could tap anywhere you went?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was wondering if it was the same thing, like if there was a chip where you had to load money into it, and then you have like tokens, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like you're just like tapping everywhere. That's actually interesting.
Because ours was a Henny, but it was what tags, just on the tags itself.
Yeah.
Like chips in it, loaded up.
Had to load the money. Yeah. So what we did was just basically give someone. They sent all the money to me, and then I was a designated buyer. So it was when you go buy XYZ, what for everyone, and then bring it back.
Especially if you're a big group, makes more sense because it's like, go buy a bottle or whatever, and then come back with it. Not like, what are we gonna do? Because I have 500, you have 500, you have 500, you have 500. Then that's just stupid.
It also takes long to pay that way.
Yeah, 100%.
It was much easier to just be like, yo, tap here, finish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's an episode that we recently had. I don't know how recent actually. That I would like to pass the question on to you because I'm not actually entirely sure what our answer was. I don't know if I actually gave an answer. I don't even know if I have an answer. But what was the last spontaneous thing that you thought you were escaping it? That's cute. No, that's cute.
I'm dead.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
Listen.
Like you were thinking about it. I'm sure you have something to actually tell us.
Okay, last spontaneous thing I did.
Give us details. What time? Where?
Listen.
With who?
Listen.
How? Why?
Why? Don't ask me those questions, sir.
There's no why it's any spontaneous movie, you know? There's no why. It's because I felt like it. Yeah, exactly.
I'll say the most recent one off the top of my head, although it low-key wasn't really that spontaneous, was like a bride that was happening.
Why is it always at a bride?
Okay, it's not even a bride. It was like just a get together.
Blacks, bro.
At my gym we do this thing now where it's like when it's someone's birthday, we'll have like a birthday workout.
Cute.
And
what the hell is that?
It's essentially
it's just like a workout that's themed after.
Yeah,
you.
It's a workout like this. But
the thing is, the whole gym does it though.
But like the whole class does it.
Yeah.
You can choose the DJ that you want. So like actual DJs will come through and play, and like it'll be a thing. Everyone dresses in all black or whatever the dress code is that day. And like, just have like maybe a drink, cupcakes afterwards. That's it. So we hadn't like necessarily planned like, okay, we're gonna go
after losing calories. You even go add.
We're gonna lose them again on Monday. We do detox Monday. It's fine. But like, so afterwards, there wasn't something planned like weeks in advance or anything. It was just like, we're going to Mpotoya too. Those that want to come, like, just give us a shout.
That's a dope place.
And we'll go have lunch there and all of that stuff. I had already planned to go like for the creative mixer that Yellow Ray does. So I went for that. And then I was like, this thing is still happening. So let me go. So went to the place. We had lunch. It was very chilled. And I think what I liked about it was that these are people like we see each other every day in that boxing class. But then this is like a chance where it's like, we're not here to just leave workouts and
right.
But like we can have more conversations. So you chat with people that you don't normally chat with in the gym, like outside of like your close group of friends. We're all eating, everyone's chatting, people are drinking. And it was just a really fun night because it's not the usual group of people that I hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I see them all the time, but like we don't hang out like that often. So just being able to chill in that environment. And then it's very different age groups. Like I think the youngest person in the class is like maybe 19. And then like the oldest is like, I don't know how old the oldest is, but like you've got people who are in their 50s and like in their 60s in that class. And then everyone else in between is like mid 30s, 40s, like 20s. So it's a very interesting mix of people. So you're chatting, you're hearing stories, and you're like, oh, like, okay, this thing that I'm going through is actually very normal. It's fine. Like, it's normal. They call it paying school fees because now you have to like learn the hard lessons.
Right.
You earn your way to where you're going. It's an education. So that was like a fun term we picked up, like paying school fees. But then like it was also really fun because we're listening to, now you're mixing like music genres because a lot of people like house, Afro house. A lot of people like piano, and then like there's other random things here and there. So like different people are DJing. So it's like very fun. And then you'd expect, okay, hanging out with older people, maybe it's like hanging out with my aunt and uncle, or it's like hanging out with my parents. Don't get me wrong, at least like in my family, my parents are fun to hang out with. My aunts and uncles are fun to hang out with. Well, most of them. Some of them are very respectful. But most
not all of them are the same.
And your dog, by the way, you're leaving your dog out.
Please.
He's a troublemaker, that one. Hey.
But like, so it's an environment where it's everyone's let their hair down. It's very chill. There's no judgment. It's not like, you're doing this. Well, you're so-and-so's daughter, or you're so-and-so's name. It's like, no, it's very chilled. We're there to hang out. We're there to have a good time. Or we talk about stays there, and like, we'll see each other on Monday. And now like the energy in the class shifts because now we're a bit closer.
Right.
So I love that it's got this effect of like, we'll all hang out and like people come and people go, but like you start to feel connected to these people because like, you're chilling outside of the normal situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess it wasn't like as like exciting, like dance on the tables kind of thing, but like it was like just super fun. And I realized like, okay, the fun I've had here is equivalent, if not more, than the fun I would usually have with my friends if we went to a club or if we went to an event, because like the energy is different, but like it's really cool. It's also, really
it's like
fun.
A real like activity.
Yeah.
You're not just like sitting and chilling and listening. It's not chilling. You're active, you're moving, like it gets the blood pumping.
Yeah.
Also, guys, Nshima goes down.
No, real.
And have you had the whiskey sours there?
No, I haven't.
They're actually nice. I
Where?
can't even lie. At Portoyat.
Oh no,
they're actually nice.
Nshima's
very, very cute, very nice.
It's too expensive in my opinion, but it's very heavy.
What, the food?
Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
I think it's unnecessarily expensive. But like I get what you're saying. Like it's that same feeling. Like if it does that much for you as an individual, imagine that multiplied by 10 or 15 or 20 or 25. Like that's huge. Like it's not even, it's synergy actually at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, you're just looking for people who you vibe with. Because I think, like for me, I've come to recognize that, okay, club culture in Zambia, it's failed me.
There's
like,
no club,
it's just missed me. Because like you go, you're expecting to dance, you're expecting to have a good time, but people are sitting.
Oh, that's why.
You only stand up because like the bottle has come and like, and it's like, okay, but like,
that's so real.
That's crazy.
Like, are we not here to have a good time? So unless I'm going with specific people, you won't see me at the club. Like if I'm going with you guys, I know like I'm going to have a good time.
Real.
Like we'll dance. It doesn't matter what the bottle is on the table. Like we'll have fun. Versus if I go with like a group of random people or like groups of other people that I'm just like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna, like, you only stand up and dance when the bottle comes.
Mm-hmm.
And
phone
then
out, video, sit down.
Which is also why I prefer events, because it's like at an event, that thing isn't there. There's no fuss if you buy a bottle. It's just, okay, here's your bottle.
Shout out Super Soft.
I actually think events are way better than the club.
They are.
They just don't happen as often, as frequent.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And that's why I always even say, like, you know, like how you meet at an event over how you meet at the club.
Also, the music is more curated.
It's more curated.
Right.
Also, the thing is, when you go to an event, right? In some way, shape, or form, you and everyone in there is like-minded.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, because you've paid to enter. You're expecting something when you walk through those gates or through that door, whatever it may be. So, to some degree, you already relate with everyone there. To some degree, whether it's a song, it's a DJ, it's a person, whatever it may be. Like, to some degree, you always relate on something. Whereas the club is just, it's like everything goes there.
That's true. No, you're okay.
Just
move out. Don't worry. Just
I also had to stretch my leg.
That's why I look at me right now.
That's why I stretch my leg.
I'm comfortable here. Yo. I'm comfortable. But actually, talking about what you were saying, Wengo, at least getting into what you were saying, which is actually what we spoke about on the previous episode, Kat. What is your preferred tactic when it comes to someone that you're interested in, right? Like, are you someone that would be like, you know what? I'm actually go talk to this person, because we were talking about game, right? We're talking about women in game and how we feel like they just don't have it. But when there are those that really can marinate and serenade and do the wishy, make sure you are dipped in sauce. You know what I mean? Like, when you're inside the man. Yeah. So how do you go about it?
Me, I'll be honest.
I'm just a girl. That's what you're even going to say.
I'm just a girl.
Nonsense.
Crazy.
But I think, like, okay, I feel like I'm a person that doesn't have riz like that. My biggest thing is that, like, let me just be honest. I feel like I don't. Maybe I do, I just don't know. We need to ask. We need to do a survey.
I think so.
But I think if I'm interested in someone, the biggest thing for me is, like, can we have a conversation? Like, can we hold a conversation? Because if we can't, then also me, I won't know how to maneuver. Like, if I find, like, okay, we can have, like, common ground and, like, we can chat and whatever. That's why you make the jokes. You even ask that.
Physical touch, my brother. Once they break that one, just know.
Actually, that's the one that
that's the indicator, that one.
That's the one that.
And there's a special way of they just have the hold you. It's maybe lingers a little bit on the ball.
Exactly. You now start
too easy.
You start thinking, oh no, there's that thing, and then, like, you're now doing like I won't say everything.
No, tell us.
You're giving free game now.
Tell us.
But, like, I think the biggest thing is, can we have a conversation?
Yeah.
Because if we can't have a conversation, then I won't know where to now, like, insert myself. And I feel like for me, because of the kind of person I am, it's like having a conversation and one that flows easily. It sort of creates, like, a base for friendship. I'm not the kind of person that can be like, I've seen this person, that's it. Like, I'm not going to hunt and, like, like, if there's no conversation, if, like, maybe it's even, like, just a random person. I haven't, like, nothing has even registered mentally. But then the conversation is so good that I'm like, okay. Now I start noticing, like, okay, man's got,
Man's not hot.
So what kind of conversations would you kind of go for? Or would you, I don't know, hear whatever it is?
Yeah, because
in a club. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, like,
I don't know. I wouldn't ask about a club per se. Okay, I wasn't going to ask about a club per se, but that's a good one. But I've noticed that also
Kat is not a typical useless.
We're at Afro Sunset and there was a guy, like, trying to approach her, and he came because she used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Or she's a part-time.
If you've heard our previous episode with Kat,
yeah,
you would know. If you haven't, please go listen to that.
Yeah.
Great episode.
She was saying he was trying to move to her, like, via the photography angle. And she clocked almost instantly to be like, this guy actually doesn't give a shit about what he's talking about. He's just trying to get to me.
Please speak into that, actually.
I don't know. He was asking like to learn something or something like that. Like I don't know what he was trying to do.
Like it's like the conversation was getting a bit too technical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
also, like we're at a chill.
Right.
We're not in an office. We haven't made like at a work thing.
Like if we're going like for example, like with Changala, like when we're talking about like photography and videography and stuff, right? We'll be talking about like creators that inspire us, things that we want to try. Like we won't get into the like, no, we use this camera and like it's, and like this technique and it's like, I get it. Like
it's too much.
But like we'll geek out in a way where it's like, oh, this was really cool. Oh, how did you shoot that? Like, what was the thinking here? And like, shout out to him. He's a really dope photographer, videographer, artist, all the things.
Long live.
But like, for me, I guess it feels like, I like it when it feels like a conversation I'm having with one of my friends. And I'll be very honest and say like, I like nerds. Like, geek out about the thing that you really love. Even if I don't.
But no, that's a slippery slope, no? Because you just said that that other conversation became too
technical.
But like, no, I guess it depends. Like,
there's a line.
Like, you can get too technical, and then you can have a conversation where now it's sort of like, even in the conversation where we're talking about the thing that you like, you find a way to bring my interest into it, or you find a way to make me see it the way you see it.
Okay.
And then like also that's where like the flirting also now
that's
kind
tricky.
of starts to happen. Like,
that's
tricky.
Like, is that straightforward?
That's a very tricky one to navigate.
It's an art, which is why I'm like,
it's an art.
It's an art. So like for
communication.
me, like especially if I'm making an effort to really pay attention and say, okay, what are the things where I can see, like here, the things. Like I remember seeing on someone's phone, like they had a Spider-Man wallpaper. I was like, oh, you like Spider-Man? I happen to like Spider-Man, like.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, so which one's your favorite? And now like we're going back and forth and you see, like,
yo.
But we did. But like, I guess.
But like even things like this is a random one now. Like there was a guy I was talking to who really liked he's a gamer.
Yeah.
I have brothers that game. I'm not that into it, but like I know how to navigate. So we're talking about Mortal Kombat and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
we're at the chill and like there was a PS5 with Mortal Kombat and whatever. So now it's like so like he's like, okay, I was like, I can play, like I know how to move, like I can get around. And he's like, no. Now pay attention to this. No, come now. Like you see now the moves have started and you're like, okay, we did. But like from there the conversation went into movies because he was a movie buff and it was like that sort of thing. And like now we're chatting about different things, but like how easily does the conversation flow?
Yeah.
But then also, can you hold space for my interests?
God,
very important.
Like, if the conversation's feeling too one-sided as well, it gets like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm lifting something heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
I think a lot of guys get this particular part wrong.
Yeah.
Like
women too.
You think, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah,
100%.
No, you're right.
Definitely know a lot of females who just talk.
Only care about.
Will not ask you about like your interest.
What you care about.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's actually a very good point. Like if a woman asked me that, I'll be like, wow.
Real. Like just even the way she entered with the whole Spider-Man thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that in itself, like you don't have to actually be interested in me or whatever, right? But like just to have that, like to start off the conversation like that. If I had some Batman, whatever, and you're like, oh shit, what movie was your favorite? Like, oh shit. Okay, that's an interesting way to go about this.
But I think we've lost a lot of it in the last maybe decade or so.
Yeah.
We've lost a lot of it.
We think too much, we assume too much. Like
also we only care about ourselves.
Yeah.
Like individualism is killing us.
Yeah, 100% actually. Like you have that whole thing of, I don't know, again, going back to what we said before. A lot of times you're having this conversation and it's just this person that, I mean, you're asking the questions, right? And you're obviously interested in what they're saying.
Yeah.
But it's just them maybe answering the question and it's never really like
a two-way
street. Yeah, like it's not a conversation.
You like Batman? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do like Batman. Yeah, Batman is really dope and and it just like ends there. It's like, oh, so again, now you ask, like, it was in your step, right? Oh, so which one is your favorite? Oh, so did you like?
I like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you're just the one kind of like keeping it going.
Yeah.
Actually, now speaking on that, when do you now realize like, okay, I'm done. Like this is too much.
I think this in particular hands are better in Jensa.
I think
in ending it, like in
basically like gauging the point to be like, nah, I think so. I'm not.
I agree. Because we're hunters.
I think it depends. Like again with the vibe, and because also like I'm an energy person, so you can tell like even if like the conversation is really good, there's just something that you're like,
you can never.
It's just not exactly, it's just not giving what it's supposed to give. Like there's certain conversations where it's like this person wants to dominate and they want to show like, yeah, I'm the one. Okay, and then and then like also when someone is like overly trying to impress you, it's like you can impress me, but like don't overdo it.
Like be natural. Like
act it should feel like if I'm impressed.
Act like you've been here before. Act like you're someone's dad.
I should be like,
bro,
oh, okay.
I saw someone get ratioed for that on Twitter.
Yeah, crazy.
So like this hand posted a picture. Really good looking woman posted a picture. The guy quoted it and then she responded. Apparently she never responded. She just like post pictures.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this one.
And the guy quoted and then like she responded and then like he was like freaking out and then they were just like, my brother, please act like
you've been here before.
Like hands actually hate a lack of composure.
Real.
Like,
but to be very honest, I think also as gents, like if you're a sensible guy, a hand with no composure is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Actually, and the one that actually really throws me off, me personally, it's when you lose composure for like
dumb shit.
No, not dumb shit. Okay. For another person.
Oh my days.
Like, to be fair, right?
Real.
Okay, maybe I've like got this level of self-arrogance to be like, if you're losing composure from me, I'm like, I get you.
No, I get that.
I understand. I understand.
Real.
But like you see a hand lose composure for like, and you're looking at some of the niggas they lose composure for. I think we even had this conversation. I asked you about someone to be like, would you like, and you're like, no. And I was like, why? Like, like I don't see why you wouldn't. And you're like, the way she acts when this person is around is nah.
It's a turn off.
And then now I was thinking to myself, like, that's the gent you can be losing composure for then.
You get.
I have no interest. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like I think it's a lot of things. And like sometimes it's also just how you carry yourself as a person. Like someone can be good looking, but then the way they carry themselves, you're just like, maybe stop looking attractive, You're just like,
that happens a lot.
Okay, just some few questions here, just so I know, right? Could something like...
This is a very interesting way to recap 2024.
It's not even recap at this point. Why are we
We've
recapping?
gone on a huge
why
tangent.
Are we actually recapping? 2024 is finished. It's okay. Would someone's posture, for example, be something that you might be like,
yes,
I don't know, like you said, like a good-looking gent.
Why the fuck would you choose posture?
Right. Huh? I'm just
like, that's very random.
It is, but like I think if I saw, okay, but I need her to answer this first.
Okay,
is a good-looking gent, and there's some posture like,
but he walks like
Okay, I've never really thought
like a junkie.
Of
that one I doubt.
Okay, actually, he walks with a bounce.
How bouncy is the bounce?
I think it depends because like if it's something
wish.
Because like I mean some of the like no we're not gonna do that because immediately in my mind I'm cracking jokes. I can't take you seriously now.
That's fair.
But I think it's like gents actually do naturally walk with a bounce.
Voila.
But the degree to which they walk with it is a thing.
Okay.
And then and I guess when I say bounce, it's like some level of confidence.
Fact.
And like
I got a little swagger in my step,
just a little. But like I think I wouldn't say posture is a thing that I will like say is my
What's your ultimate number one write-off? Like where you're like, if he does this, no matter even if he looks like 14 out of 10, like what's the one thing where like, now fuck that, I'm not doing this?
I think I don't know if it's one thing. I'll just say like general traits that are one is you're a douche. Like, why are you an asshole? Like,
nah,
but that's cliche. That's easy.
It depends.
Okay, like
also that's very subjective.
Like, yes, but then when I say asshole, it's like if you're rude, say to like a service person, like we're gonna eat, fine, you're okay with me and whatever. But then how you talk to the person serving us, like if you let's say, and I've seen this before, like and this was at a chill, like just casually. And there was some guy that was sitting next to us, and like a waitress passed, and he was just like, "Iwe." I'm like,
huh?
Excuse me?
It's crazy.
For me,
snapping is one of the things I hate the most. Snapping at people, hate that shit.
For me, I was just like, okay, fine. It's not even like you're talking to me or anything, but like, that's just so rude. Like, whatever standing that guy had in my mind, it just went. It's like, okay, so,
Hello, say Iwe. Better I said you.
Or excuse me.
Like, you see? So things.
Like, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, better.
Like,
not
for
saying
me,
that
if I even get to the point where like I'm waving and I can't get their attention, I'm the person that even will stand up and be like, "Hi, sorry, excuse me, I've been trying to get your attention." But like for you to just be like, what's that?
What the hell was that?
And then
please tell me you all felt that.
Felt it?
That shake.
You probably heard the shake, not felt the shake.
Once. Okay.
Then like if you're materialistic,
I can tell from my hair and
like I know guys complain about girls being materialistic.
Baby girl materialistic.
But there's a certain like the reverse is also true.
Right.
I mean, I come from a good home. I'm very fortunate in that sense.
Amen.
But like my parents have made it clear that, things are not everything.
Yeah.
Like the things we have are not everything. And if you're going to make a relationship about things or like who you're connected to, like we all mingle, we all network. You don't know who I'm connected to.
Yeah. Do you feel like when guys do that in particular, it's overcompensating?
I feel like it is overcompensating in a way. And it's also it's annoying because I want to know you outside of the things you can provide. Like I want to know you as a person.
Yeah.
I get like there are certain things where I'm like, look, this is what I can provide for myself. This is what my family provides for me. So, either match up or
dip.
But like, I'm not going to demand
or upgrade. Yeah.
I'm not going to demand that you now are the one paying for all my things, right? But like, if you're going to make it seem like I'm demanding, I remember there was this one guy I was talking to where I was like, okay, but I didn't even ask for anything. Where like, I was like, oh, hey, do you want to meet up? Like, we met at a chill and stuff. So I was like, okay, let's see where this can go, right? And it's like, so it was
like meeting at a chill, dog. Guys,
real.
So it's like, okay, let's see if this can, this can be sustained outside of this environment. I want to get to know you as a person. I want to talk to you. So it was like, okay, like, let's go somewhere. And it's like, I was like, okay, like what's easy for you to...
You were the one...
He said like we should go somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, where can we go? And he's like, okay, I live in Chalala, so it has to be close. So I was like, okay. For me, you're already asking me to move across the world because I live on the opposite side of the world.
If you're a gent who lives in Chalala.
But then I was like, okay, let me not be difficult. What's the easiest place for us to meet? I don't know of any places like to go in Chalala. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm not in that area a lot.
I hate to actually shit on Chalala, but like they got places in there like
I don't know. Like someone tell us in the comments because me I don't know. But then like
I can't say that.
Okay.
But then like I was like, okay, let's meet halfway.
You know I can't say that. Fuck you actually.
I don't even know how you would say that.
You're going to expose yourself. Just shut up.
Just
shut up. You could have brushed it off.
You know what I mean?
Shut up.
Anyways.
He knows why he's saying it. He's a prick.
I don't even know who he's
You're allowing yourself to be exposed. It's fine. They'll go the IG investigators, the feds, they're gonna
do a lot.
But
these last 2 episodes.
But like so I was like, okay, let's meet somewhere halfway. Maybe we can meet in Kablonga,
meet me halfway.
Like something that makes sense. So I was like, okay, let's go to Eden House. Like, Eden House. I was like,
yeah.
Wait. So he was saying this because of like,
so
it's pricey a little bit.
He was like,
okay,
no, maybe you can come to my house. I'm like, I don't know you like that. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let's not.
His mind's like an Eden House.
And that for me, I was like, that's a very chill place to go. It's not as expensive as like other places within Kaplonga. It's very easy because when I recommend, I think
packed either.
Yeah, it's not packed. You can have conversation.
So
I was just like, okay. Then the next thing is there was a day he called. He's like, today I've got money. Let's go hang out at this place and shiny. I'm like,
first mistake is saying that you have money.
First of all, I never asked you to spend a lot of money on me. I didn't even ask you to spend any money on me.
Mm-hmm.
I just said, let's go somewhere that's friendly on both of our pockets.
If this brother watches this episode, he's gonna collapse.
He's gonna collapse.
I'm sorry.
No, but he must know the truth.
But like, again, it's that thing of like, I haven't asked for anything.
Yeah.
And again, you're asking me to, like, first of all, you're calling me in the middle of the night. Me, I'm not in now. Secondly, now because you have money, I must jump. No, sir, no.
Okay, 1, I think 3, 4, 5. I think there's a very, very interesting thing.
Hello, phones. These are bad manners.
Sorry. Crazy.
I know.
No,
I know. Crazy.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Real.
But what I find very, very interesting is the fact that you were the one. Okay, to be honest, I'm a bad planner.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
I thought you're gonna say I'm a bad bitch. I'm sorry.
He is though.
For a second, I really thought that's what he was gonna say.
The baddest.
I was like,
I am. Like
better than bad.
Oh, voila. I am, but I'm a bad planner. But like the fact that you were the one, when he's the one who said we should hang out outside of the chill, the fact that she's the one saying, let's make, like, where can we go? Like,
yeah.
You have to be decisive. Like, tell her somewhere you can afford.
Exactly.
It's already sounding like the Eden House thing was because of like price point.
Yeah.
So basically tell her to like, listen. Anyways, me, I was the master that's back in my prime.
Yeah.
I would say, let's go get a milkshake at.
Yeah, milkshake papi.
That's fine. I like milkshake.
Bones.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, perfect.
But like you see.
Like, let's get a, like, you see, the thing is, the good thing about a milkshake?
Guys, where's a good place to get milkshakes here?
3 Trees.
But this, it didn't even wait.
Dairy Den also has like the best.
The nigga didn't even wait. He didn't even let this question marinate.
I once posted a date on Twitter that I was like 3 Trees.
Crazy.
If you see the responses to that tweet.
For real. Crazy. I think let me go see 3 Trees alone.
Hands don't listen. Bro.
At all.
But anyways, yeah. Like, go somewhere safe. Also, like, do something safe. Like, don't be like crazy. Say, let's go get cocktails at X, or let's go do
free game.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of free galleries. Make yourself look sophisticated.
Real?
Go to 37D. It's free.
They don't know a gallery, dude.
Even
let's put
this
you on
one
free game.
In Chamba Valley, Lusaka Contemporary Art Center. It's fancy. What? That's go. It's nice.
What are you talking about?
There's a drive.
Like,
there's a drive so you can chat, play some Kelvin Momo.
From Chalala.
If you really want,
can you
just
clap
start
4
taking
albums
notes.
for Momo there from Chalala?
Hello, one album was like 3 hours.
Yeah, rude.
Can you clap 4 albums?
See, he's just dropped a new album. Let's go. We listen, we chat. Then we go see the gallery. It's free. On the way back, get a KFC and a crusher. Take me home, sorted.
No. Can I tell you something? This comes with age.
Yes.
This comes with age.
Yes.
The baddie I meet in the couple.
You need some resources.
The baddie I meet in the couple.
Okay, fine. The baddie you meet, take her to Fat Chef afterwards. Sorted.
I
don't know if I like her like that. I don't even know.
But you see, but I've given you
Maybe
technically
Nando's.
a free afternoon.
Bro,
technically.
They flip for Nando's.
They
order half chicken and
half chicken.
with a burger to take.
But
like for showering.
Look, you've gotten.
Kat, how many wings do you eat?
I'm not answering that question.
How many wings?
Let's go.
I'm
We're
not
going with
answering that
granddaddy's right
question.
now. How many wings?
How many wings are you
Listen.
eating, granddaddy's?
Peri. I'm sure that's even the best flavor.
KFC,
KFC
I'm
is
eating
different.
8 wings.
No, that's okay. But
No, yeah, that's fair. That's easy.
KFC,
But
I'm
we're talking
eating
about
8
granddaddy's.
granddaddy's 4 wings.
How many
Maybe
wings?
5
Okay, that's
or
okay.
6.
You're not a lady.
I pay for
with chips.
Okay, with chips I'll struggle.
Okay, how much with chips? How many with chips?
5 maybe.
Okay, I think that's okay. Because 4 is like, it's 4.
What do you eat at Nando's? What's your order? If
You go to Nando's like that.
Not
No, really, actually,
I like the Festa fries.
Yeah.
Okay, but how much of a chicken are you ordering at Nando's?
A quarter chicken.
Okay, now you're talking sense. You're talking sense.
With like wedges or something.
Yeah. Which is maybe pushing.
Hey, because they're watching your portions over here.
I said
like it's serious. Eat at home.
Well, Shaya told me when I was talking about like policing hand stomach, she was telling me that there's food rationing on the dating
Eat at home, my sister.
Food rationing
some
on the
things.
Drink.
Something.
All the things because they've said don't.
Have you ever been to a Chinese restaurant and you spent 1 pin?
Actually, no, I have not. Why would you?
Both of you were eating like clowns then.
But like the portions at Chinese restaurants are huge.
That's why I'm saying, why are you spending $1,000?
Like what are you drinking?
Toscate?
What are you drinking?
Fanta and Sprite.
Like,
I think
the portions are huge. Like you have leftovers for like the next day even.
No, 100%.
No, but $1,000 is crazy.
Mad.
It means you're
because the rice and whatever is like 120, 130, 150.
Yeah.
How many people went on this date?
2 people.
So calling a date is also crazy.
It was a date.
Hey?
It was a date.
Okay, sharp.
I just don't want to expose.
Back in the day, mom, you and I went on the date.
I just want to expose owns here, but
anyway.
That's crazy. Exposing.
At a Chinese restaurant.
But you know, these days you dollies are saying that's not a date.
Wait, did you say at a Chinese restaurant as in like
but
a date can be at a Chinese restaurant?
Bro, me I was told that a Nando's isn't a date.
No, but I'm asking her, is that what you're saying, Kat?
What do you mean?
Like you can't have a date at a Chinese restaurant.
It's a lunch date.
A Chinese restaurant. Let's go, guys.
Okay, sharp.
That's when, like the one at Showgrounds. The one at Showgrounds. That's the one.
That's the best one actually. Is Nando's a date? Like let's go. Let's meet for lunch at Nando's. Like you get your half chicken.
Yeah, but I'm going to say but because listen, don't eat me alive.
No,
I'd
I'm just
say
asking.
like Nando's is Nando's. Like it's lunch, right? We can have a date at Nando's. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But I'd say, how are you making it interesting so that it's not just Nando's?
You want us to do a Hot Ones episode?
No. Like we can you could literally. I don't know if you know the game. We're Not Really Strangers. Like it's a card game. You ask.
I don't know.
Anyway. Actually, it would be a fun one to play on the podcast. We'll do that in the next season. But like
next season is next year. There's no seasons here.
But that's what she means.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a game where you ask people like there's cards and you ask people different questions. And like each question, like there's 3 levels to it. So essentially it's like the first one is like, just like banter. Second is like you get a bit personal. Third is like, you're asking questions to form more of a connection. So if you're playing that and we're having Nando's, it makes it a bit, more fun.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing is I get both sides sometimes, but also both sides can also be very extreme. I'd say like, yes, these like any place can be a date. It's how interesting you make it.
It's also depending on how much
and like also how
like
it's like, okay, like fine, let's go even like to JCS, we can have noodles. Let's play Uno. Let's chat. Me, honestly.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, but yeah.
Me, honestly, that's giving too much leakage.
Our producer's throwing a tantrum behind the camera.
Tantrum is crazy.
So we just have to make sure we wrap it in a few seconds. We have to do a 2024 wrapped.
Okay.
So everyone quickly.
Yes.
Quick.
Word of the year. Fast.
Word of the year?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't have a word of the year.
Faith.
Spooky.
Wishy.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Before we do that, Kat, thank you very much for actually coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Unfortunately, here, our memory card is doing, nonsense. So this one is a bit on the shorter side. But, of course, Kat is Kat. Kat is our person. Kat is someone who we talk to all the time. So you will be seeing her a lot more often than just the one video in a year and maybe a couple audios I think we had this year. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot more than that. But thank you very much for sticking with us through 2024. If you're new, we are Scary Hours Podcast. I am Wezi.
I'm Gus.
I'm Kat.
And thank you very much for picking us.
And we are Scary Hours. Don't forget, rate, review, follow, comment, subscribe, share, everything. Scary Hours 2024. Bigger and better in 2025. Huge announcement in January itself.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Hours. Turn the cameras off.
Scary.
Please.